everybody, and welcome back to Empire's Andrew. Today I'm going to be talking about the New Year's feast. Now this is kind of different since I have no footage of the new footage I have. I'm just going to be talking. Now I have beat this on easy, but I've never beat this on medium. I've tried many attempts. This took me 24 attempts exactly. So, hopefully you enjoy it, and I'm gonna be showing tricks of how I did it, and other YouTubers who was doing it, so yeah. I'm gonna start with the tricks. One trick that I learned is basically where you send one level for your level 2 and you go to, like, you know where the velvet worm is. Make sure the velvet worm is not close to your ants, and yeah. Then you make sure you just grab the ants at the right time, so not all your ants die and you actually get the ant species. Keep in mind it is actually a little hard to find ways to beat this, even on finding a guide, because there's no guides at the New Year's feast and there's not much to see. One thing I really learned is that either I'll go to the end, right, but I'll have little food, because one time I was on medium difficulty. I was on the Nina beast, I think, and I didn't have enough food, and I just got beaten up. So strategies when I was fighting the beast was to continue getting the super fire crackers, but the problem is I have never got to the beast. Now I have, but I died, and that was only once. And the thing is that you have to be this level. Kinda, it doesn't really require luck, but you have to be lucky with the type of ants. Like, you need because if you don't have army ants and big heads, or leaf cutters, or wood ants, and wood ants mix, you're basically done. You lost completely, because you don't have those ant species. And if you have only like trapdoors, wood ants, and big heads, you still have lost, like, completely. So make sure you have the right ant species to win this level. So one strategy I had is to try to collect as much food as possible, and kinda did work. And yeah, for the ending of the video, you'll see how that actually plays out. So yeah, but sometimes it doesn't work. So it depends. So actually, also depends what ants you have. Because if you don't have leaf cutters, you don't have leaf cutters, big heads, or wood ants, or anything, you won't be able to do that. So just make sure you have those. Another strategy I tried is speedrunning the game, but I'm telling you, don't even try. It doesn't work. I mean, in this level, you can going as fast as you can is good, but it doesn't work on, like, for example, the final boss. What if you're fighting the Nina beast? You have no food or no soldiers. That would be bad. So I warn you, don't try that. Don't you even try. Don't you dare try. Unless you want to be very angry and probably lose health. One level that I really struggled with this part in this New Year's feast is the part where you have to get those ingredients that are high up the hill, And those road wheels, it's annoying because you have to go like little ants by little, and the thing is that you don't have time for that. So I decided to make at least a lot of ants so I can actually be able to go to able to beat that. But sometimes that doesn't really work, so it depends. But if you have like 31 soldiers and you have 20 workers, yeah, that will definitely work. The thing that I kind of found is if you open the entrance first in this level, you actually get a little more time and it feels different. And try that and let me know if it actually works for you. Because it worked for me, and I think kind of felt like I had more time when I opened the entrance. So each run, I would open the entrance first, and apparently it works. So try it yourself and see. If you're struggling with medium, open the entrance first. Well, at first playing this level, all I cared was firecrackers, and I told me, don't just care about firecrackers. Don't just use firecrackers. Sometimes you actually have to attack. Because you can't waste too much firecrackers, and wasting firecrackers is not a good idea. Sometimes I'll just waste 2 firecrackers on 1 frog, so don't do that. Just don't do that. See, this level is already hard, so I don't get it how people did it on insane. I guess because firecrackers are kind of OP. I bet they took like 16 attempts. There's no way they didn't take more than 6 attempts trying to do an insane. Just these are some mistakes I made. And this mistake is something shouldn't do. That is, you're digging caverns that you can't destroy. Your colony is too small to dig to those caverns, and even using firecrackers will cost a lot of food because your ants could die a lot, and you don't want that. So it's best just to not use like two big caverns. Stick to 2 big caverns. Just don't dig the 2 big caverns. And if you want a successful run, because a cavern that is way too big will cause you to die and restore all your progress. And if your progress is really good and you lost all of it, it's gonna be hard to get it back. So that's why you don't wanna die. Basically, just don't. So yeah, don't make these kind of mistakes. Anyway, a strategy you could use is actually get as much firecrackers as I can. Now I don't recommend you wasting them on things that you shouldn't waste on. And plus, you should only waste them on like ingredients or stuff, or another ant species that you need to beat the level. And I mean, seriously, you do. Right. Right. Thing that you should use a firecracker is either for breeding an ant species or fighting caverns that you can't beat, because food is also the most important here. Because you need the numbers. So yeah, and when you're fighting, like just a jumping spider, don't use a firecracker. That would be stupid. But well, you can also upgrade like workers, to get ingredients. Like if you wanna go through like the hill without using too much ants, use workers or soldiers, so the road beetles won't attack the workers, and if they're level 3, they'll be fast enough to escape. So yeah, well, maybe half of them will die and half of them will actually make it to the nest. And it's pretty hard for your colony to actually manage that, because there's either going to be a prey mantis eating your workers alive, or just a jumping spider that comes out of nowhere and bites your ant's head off. I wonder, what if you just use firecrackers to open random entrances that you can't dig to early in the game? Well, that is true. You can literally use firecrackers to break through walls. Like when you're fighting an enemy, just go close to a wall that you can't they can't dig through, and boom, it's actually a diggable dirt block. Trust me, try it and you'll open any cavern without facing against other creatures. Oh, make sure you also can get ingredients early enough. You don't want to get ingredients late, because that would be bad and you would lose easily. And if you see the timer, you have to go quick, but sometimes you'll easily go to the cutscene without actually waiting for the timer, but whatever. As we know, this level is insanely hard. So, as you can see from Frazz's footage, he has perfect amount of ants to start killing stuff, and the ant species that you need. Also, you don't need a lot of workers. You don't need a lot of workers. You just need enough soldiers. But you also need enough workers, because in the final boss, you need to hatch numbers, and if you can't hatch any of your numbers, that would be a huge problem. And I mean, yeah, it would be a very big problem if you have numbers to defeat the final boss, and workers and soldiers to actually defeat what is it called again? But anyway, try doing that. That would be better than actually having no numbers and having workers take forever to rehatch your ants, and you don't want that, because and even in the middle of the game, you don't want slow hatching, because you'll waste time. You waste a lot of time just, I guess, getting food and yeah, rehatching all your ants. So you do need enough workers, because this mistake happened to me many times, and it just wastes a bunch of time. Then, as soon as you see the timer, it's the worst time to have this is as soon as you see the timer and you need to rehatch your ants. That is bad. That's why when you see the timer, don't open the caverns unless it's one of the caverns that have the ingredients inside, and if you all the ingredients are inside underground, then go out and get most of your ingredients outside, because this level is mostly about the outside world, not the inside world. But getting most of your food is from the inside of the nest, so try that. Well, here's the final, me completing the final boss on medium difficulty with all this information. So, let's see if this was actually worked.
The next day, when I met her, she totally blew me off. And soon, she started showing her true colors. She treated me like her servant, and I was stuck getting her coffee and salads. And she kept criticizing me in front of the whole crew during shootings. I decided to talk to her, but soon we started getting emotional times, and there was never a time. During one interview, the host asked me a bunch of questions.
Oh, yes.
What do you love most in the world? You I was just kidding. You're actually supposed to say that. How on earth is this not being stupid? How do they not realize? People are so blinded by the bright lights. People are so blinded by the bright lights, they don't see the rudeness of these people, these celebs, you know? Don't get blinded by the bright lights, people. Keep your shine at a reasonable level. You know what I'm saying? Yes, but we're seeing the ignorance so traumatizing. Now I'll make her a big star. All because of me. Karen didn't let me say anything. And the next day, everybody was talking about her good art. No one was talking about my talent. Race. In her case, don't worry. Of course you're talented, but everyone likes a good sob story. Just go with the flow. I tried, but it kept getting worse. Everyone wanted to know more about how I became famous. And even started talented. Look it up. Or is this just a publicity stunt? How does it feel to live off your daughter's money? Well, it's I'm the beginner. So I feel betrayed. What the heck are you doing? Telling the truth? Helping the media? It's all before she said something to make the situation worse. Karen sob story drags girl like Anna, which says she was on. I'm taking you to the bike racks. Everyone's been there at some point. I just want to take on the bike racks. You know what I'm saying? The secret of learning about the horrible nature of the paparazzi. That's why it's great to just be a YouTuber where like no paparazzi reporters remotely care that you exist. You know what I'm saying? But there are YouTubers who like go into like a celebrity life and they actually want that. I love going outside and never know. I love it. Before she said something to make the situation worse, and a few weeks later, we moved to another place. She said something so much that I was playing the bed more frequently. Oh, so you actually did let them head up? 3 days later, I was correct, and I heard noises coming from Karen's office. Intent. You can't do this. You promised me a better story. Oh, no. Okay, she's gonna
Come on, come on. Keep on hatching workers. I'll switch groups after, or these guys blow up this.
Is making Juliet look like Mother Teresa, you know? Just like, oh, see, here's the thing. You are all beloved right now. You know, everything's all great. When you're treating people this bad and you're older as well and you aren't getting these same movie star roles, people aren't going to be putting up with your nonsense, okay? So here's the thing. Learn how to be a kind person while you're still young, okay? Because if you're mean when you're young, you are going to be a nightmare when you're older, and no one will want to have you around them. Period. Point blank. She was a young dancer, and you didn't even flinch before taking her place. She flinched. Different. It was me or her, and you chose me. You're a lot of things that we did. Are you sneaking around to my business? No. You just.
Now I'll take a screenshot as soon as I kill him.
Record the conversation. That's a conversation you record. Here, I've been to Juliet. I had to get it right, and I started with dropping an anonymous tip.
Come on, kill it.
She wasn't there. And seconds later, I got insane. What happened? Mom went to the TV, and Karen was standing with Juliet. I wish they were both bikes at this moment. Me and the main character could go ride on the bikes. You know what I'm saying? We'd go for a bike ride and drop the bikes. So that's what we would do. Wow. I thought she was going to get lost in a cave or something. I thought we were going to have to save.
Oh!
No saving this wretched woman.
Yes!
伦比的胜利，
Yes!
小蚂蚁们战胜了凶恶的年怪，蚂蚁们终于可以安心的享用以后准备的火锅了。新年快乐！
Yes! It took me so long. Oh my god. I love this game. I mean, it was stressful playing this and trying to do it all over again. But I learned something. Figuring out this. And I guess, I'm speechless. That was the best. I enjoyed that, and I'm just hoping the next level will be a lot better than this, because this was amazing. It was fun. It's fun. And I'm telling you guys, just continue trying. Even though this level is super hard, go ahead, try this out. It's so fun. I promise you, you won't regret it. Well, if you enjoyed today's episode, you know what to do. Leave a like, subscribe, until next time. I'll see you later. Bye. Well, guys, that was so fun, and I really enjoyed it. Because I recommend play this level, even if it's very hard. Or play this video actually helps you beat this on medium if you couldn't beat this on medium. And I enjoyed making this video and just recording this footage. Hopefully you enjoyed today's episode. So if you enjoyed today's episode, you know what to do. Leave a like, Bye.